Somebody asked me, so they have Mars and Mercury and the South Node on their midheaven in Libra. And that is quite a confusing placement to have because, so there are a bunch of different ways we can look, well, at least two major ways that we can look at the nodes. There's like the evolutionary astrology perspective, and then there's the sort of traditional Vedic perspective. And the evolutionary perspective is more like, oh, the South Node is your, sort of your, well, there's also the karmic relationship with which I don't really care about that much, I guess. But so that, yeah, in the evolutionary astrology perspective, it's like the South Node is kind of like where you're coming from as a soul, right? As a reincarnated soul. And then your North Node is like where you're supposed to go, right? And the way that I have been able to best relate to the South Node, oh, God, I forgot to talk about the Vedic stuff. The Vedic stuff is more like, the nodes are considered more malefic, so they're kind of like things that bring bad events into your life. And the South Node, it tends to diminish things, and the North Node tends to amplify things. So all of those are valid perspectives. When I look at my own experience with the nodes, there's some truth to both of them. They definitely can be associated with events that seem negative. But, you know, like eclipses are also, there are times that are usually like really difficult, but they, you know, if you can work with them and like learn from them and all of that stuff and kind of work with what comes up, they can be beneficial. Obviously, like any sort of negative experience that ends up leading to like a breakthrough of some kind. So anyway, yeah, my experience with the nodes, that for me has been the most prominent is this idea that the South Node that does represent like where we feel the most comfortable, but also probably where we feel stuck in certain behaviors. So, like, for instance, my South Node is in Virgo, and I've often felt kind of trapped by some of the more negative manifestations of Virgo, right? Like the being like overly critical, the being kind of a perfectionist, being, you know, those have been big, big blocks in my life. And, okay, I'm going to finish this in a second part.